Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory, episode 5. And last time, spoilers, and last time we made concrete production, so we kinda need 180, but now's technology limit allows us use only conveyor belts Mark II, which is 120. And one more thing which I didn't count for is that I left running all four of them, but with capacity of 120 I can run two and a third or two-thirds. So those two run as normally. This one is disabled, yes, and this one making only not only but using the what's left of capacity of limestone right now. So I collected some resources, and then it's not all what it did collect, because I played a little bit of camera, and I said that I will think of base extension and storage system. So here we go. It's pretty big changes from last time. It's more big in like physical way, because the system is not that complicated, even if I did think a little bit. So this is now my iron production. So I now feed all four smelters. I connected the second miner. Here is merges and then goes to my smelters, and collects in one storage container, and now it goes to these machines. So it creates screws. Two guys working on screws. One is making rods and two making plates, and then that all goes to these three lines and goes to my storage system. So I will explain how this thing works. And then this is one line. Okay, it seems like two lines, but one is feeding in and one's feeding out. I will explain why I did that later. So this is the line with 12 items, and I plan make two more of these lines. Of course, I can extend that without a limit. So more 12, but I think by start 36 items should be enough, because in mid game till the mid game I think it should be enough, and then in end game we maybe will rethink all base or move somewhere else. So how the thing works. So this side is feeding in. You can see that my items going up, and let's show you from above. So here we got crates. Place that crates for second line, because you cannot place crate without this platform. For this platform I will need to remove put my conveyor lifts. So yeah, I need to put crates first with these platforms, and then remove not needed platforms to put lifts. So great, this allow me to store my items. So as you can see, items go up and inside, and for example, I have access to my plates, rods, screws, wires and cables are not connected yet. Here's my reinforced plates, routers. Here's concrete, which I would like to deposit and deposit. Yeah. Little tip: if you struggling with finding the correct crate, just open the stray tool, and in center here you can see what you will get back. So you can see, for example, here is my plates, and I get not 10 plates as I would get from container, but more, which means that inside these plates, for example, here's the rods, screws, and if you need to find something and you don't, for example, forgot, or like here you have 12 containers and you just too lazy to go through every crate, just press F and go through concrete. We got some concrete, and those 4 is empty for now. So how this line works, I will show these guys later. This line gets fed going like that. This is a little loop which goes in production line. This feeding line, feeding. I don't know if line is correct word. It's like feeding side and then production side. So I feed here my resources. For example, in case of those 3, it goes here. I got mergers, which merges in lines with this stuff, and part goes up in storage. It splits up to go to production. This will have a little bit effect in start of feeding the line with items. For example, if we add a new item, it will take time to stack up all lanes, and then it will go to container. But when it's full, like here with plates, all access will go to container, and from container will feed back in this line if for further needs. And same for every level. So you can see there goes more iron from those constructors, and here this is my feeding tape of rotors and reinforced plates. But here I, from production side, feed off my iron parts, and then I now will show my assemblers. For now I have only 2 of them. Okay, I have 3, but fully automated are only 2. So here goes my 3 lines with iron. Here up, this stuff makes rotors, and my big problem now that this rotor requires 100 per minute. Those whole lines are Mark 1 because I don't have enough of reinforced plates, which I make here. This stuff needs 60 per minute, so I pretty much limited on screws. This problem I will address later when we will go to hard drives, because there's alternative recipes for those foodstuffs which require less items. For example, this recipe of reinforced plates, which requires less iron plates, and changes screws to copper wire, and then here I need 60 copper screws per minute, and there's I think 36 copper wire, which is almost half less, so I can with one line feed 2 times more assemblers. So it's made here, output goes down here and in feeding line. A little bit complicated if you follow, but at least now, for example, I need to make same reinforced stuff. I just hook up the lines and place machine, hook up line back in production, and I have line of resources. I have storage containers which will store excess stuff. For example, I need plates for building. I just got it. And this place I didn't loop. So one of my ideas was to loop it around. So you just will go around, and then my both sides could be feeding and production sides. You see, it will get resources in everywhere, but this would create problem that, as you can see here, all extra stuff just stops, and if I make a loop, it just will go around infinitely, and I'm scared that it will create lag, which I don't really want. So that's the reason why I didn't loop that end. And then one of benefits that I can just extend these ends that end too. So even if I did loop like that, I just can remove loops, place those things further, and then get longer lanes. And as you can see, I a little bit extended the base. I moved my main its main base or something there. I will show it. I generated a left. That thing is in place, and then that thing is in place as well. And I don't know. I think I showed that I created cable production as well. So I would not need to craft those things manually. But what I need to connect my copper to my storage bus, and then one more thing, I would like to get miner MK2 because all copper around me is impure, so which means I will get only 31 not 31 30 copper per minute, which is a very small amount, like god damn. Okay, you go here, you go here, let's put that stuff, and then I did a little bit I went around and I found you can see here sulfur and coal, which means when we open tier 3 and 4 we'll be able to get steel production. You can see I need elevator, and then I guess I want to put you away. Okay, I don't have any resources going on, and then let's unlock those things, and by those things I mean tier 3 and 4, which by this thing says that I need to complete the elevator phase 1. So special space elevator, I need more copper wise. Let's mark that. I need more copper wires, so let's get extra of you. Don't need you. Let's get extra, and let's get extra concrete. Is here. Here we go. And yeah, I've been dying a lot because I fall just to the ground. And I'm too lazy to heal with nuts. And so, space elevator is pretty big, as you can see. And I don't really want to put it in my base, cause it's like few times of use. That's why I think I will pick this spot. And in any case, we can remove it and move someone else. For example, if we one of options is to build bigger base, and then in center put that elevator. I'm sorry for bad pro. Yes. Okay. It really doesn't matter how we put it. What does matter how it builds. You will see that now. Okay, here we go. Space tube going down. Hello. Hello, space tube. All connected. And we're online. So we can go here, and then we will see that this does not require any power, but to unlock stuff it needs these special items which isn't used in regular things or crafting, but is used to unlock new tiers. So we need 50 of smart platings, which requires one rotor and one reinforced plate. And I'm gonna go there and show. Yes. And as you could saw, I have 3 assemblers, and then I think with those items which are used in elevators. I'm so sorry about that word. I will call that space tube, which is used in space tube. They can only be crafted by machine, so you cannot craft it by hand. And I did prepare everything. So, downside is creates only 2 per minute, so it took 25 minutes to craft 50 of them. But I got that, and I need to sort out my power because we are down on it. I'm guessing I just run out of fuel, which ain't big problem. And yeah, this is kinda ugly things, but 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, you still have fuel. You have fuel as well, but you do not. Maybe because you have 1 power shard in you, and you consume a little bit more, but you produce. I don't think it does produce much more, but still. And yeah, it really could refill this. But first, let's unlock new tiers. Tier 3 and 4. If we go back to this thing, let's put all 50. We can load it. We'll close this container. And now, we can send it. As you can see, delivering logs, tiers. ho. Damn, boy! To show what you need next. Oh, 500 of those. God damn. So, 500 divided by 2 is 250 minutes to just create this stuff. Like, resources ain't problem. God damn. But okay, we're done here. And we can go back to our main base, where we'll see our new tiers. As I remember, it will give us coal power and steel, which is kind of cool because coal power is self-sustained, so we don't need to refuel it all the time and just make that stuff and leave it be. It will add pipes, water, steel I mentioned, and then I think tier 3 and 4 belts, or hope for that. Okay, let's see. Okay, sorry. In tier 2 we left with jump pads, which no one uses, and I will not unlock this now. Tier 3, coal power. Hell yeah! So, coal generator, water extractor, which is pump, and then we have piping. We have those pumps, scanner coal. Yes, we need that. Fluid buffer. We could use that. It just stores extra in like little storage. It is good for backups. Then vehicles. Yes, we got our first truck, which we could use in our transferring of items, because as you can see, with nodes all around. For example, I see one there, and then belts are cheaper and more efficient in short distances. And then yes, so vehicle, that's good, and basic steel, which we need as well. Here we go. One more item for our space tube. And still we will need to get alternative recipe for, I think, rotors. Tier 4. Miner. Second miner. And we need steel for that, but it's good. This stuff we will need to tier 3 belts. I know that. Stators, motors, one. I think it's last thing which we need to unlock tier 5 and 6. This is pretty expensive stuff. So miner Mark 2, which is needed, which I want, and this will give us more powerful weapon, few item slots, hypertubes. Basically those, as you can see, there's those tubes which can transport you from place 1 to place 2 very fast. I want to use them to, for example, from here get up in my storage section without going through all this stuff. So that's cool. And then logistics Mark 3, which unlocks power storage. This is new stuff from update 4. This will allow it will store extra power. So for example, if our generators run out, it just will use that stored power. For example, as you can see, storage capacity 100 megawatts, and it will charge, it's max charge for that, and it will sustain that 100 megawatts from 1 hour if it's run out of it. Industrial storage container. This is a real cool thing. One bad thing. No, one downside for that is just I already placed those containers and I will need to remove all those stuff to replace it with bigger and so basically those are just containers with 2 times of stuff and 2 times of height as regular container. And Mark III belts, which please can you show now? You can see here it just supports 270 items, which is very good. And that's this 3 and 4. First, I will work on steel production. I'll need more of you. The chain problem. You ain't problem as well. And after that, I will work on coal production. And I want coal production because it will give us coal power or sustained energy, so we will not need to refill that often. Only problem is that I need that there's coal, but we are in desert and we don't have any water. So okay, I can't scan coal, but I hope that somewhere there we can see water is coal, so we could make that in one place and just run cable. And then after all that, I want a miner Mark II, which would very help even with our coal production, because basically it's doubles the main production. For example, as I mentioned with copper, now I have only 30 per minute, and with miner Mark II I will have 60, so that's much cooler. And then here with iron, I have 2 normal nodes, which produces in some 120, which is only 4 smelters, but with miners tier 2 it will get to 240. And then I will need the Mark III belts, because Mark II belts does not support that much. And this stuff, which is by default 120, will get by default without any augmentations 240, and then we can augment to that 250%, which is hell of a lot of resources. As I know, in this version of game you don't even have belts who can support that maxed out miner. Belts tier 5, I think, Mark 5 supports 720, which is only 200% of pure node with miner Mark 2. So fun stuff. Let's get steel production milestone. Okay, I think it's enough for today's episode. Let's end it here. I will prepare ingredients for steel production, and then we will go and create one. I think it will be a good extension of our base, and then I will think maybe with vehicle, because that stuff pretty far away. I will bring or steel products in base, so we can use it. And after that, we'll go to hard drives hunting. Anyways, thank you for watching, and see you next time.